The elves of Lothlorien and the elves of the Woodland Realm stand side by side in today's Dawnless Days siege battle, and they are facing off against the forces of evil. We have the men of the east, we have Karn, and we have the Eastlings attacking in this one here, and they're being joined here today by Saruman's servants, the Uruks of Isengard. They're here led by Ugluk, the new general for Isengard in this one. And yeah, this is going to be a fun one. It's on Emmen, which is a very good map, certainly for a 3v2 or something like a, you know, a 4v3. Like always, the defenders need one less army. As you can see a cheeky little gen snipe being attempted there on the Baiting the Steps general there by an Onager. I think it's the Woodland Realm Onager there. Yeah, trying a gen snipe. Very, very cheeky there from the defenders. But yeah, I'm seeing a little strategy going on here. Very early doors, don't often see this happen. But sappers moving up on the towers. I like this because they get cover from the towers. And then I guess they're going to get off and they're going to try and blow up a wall and try and open a breach. We are also seeing Isengard bring the ladders, which I like for roleplay. I do like that they're bringing the unique ladders. Actually, I say that. This one is an Isengard ladder, but this one isn't. So maybe this wasn't one that they provided to start with. Yeah, the Onager there causing some real problems. So we'll have to keep an eye on the sappers. It looks like they are descending now. But yeah, on this side here, it looks like we're going to have Lothlorien defending off against the Eastlings, and they're doing an interesting column formation on their way up here. So yeah, I would imagine Lothlorien, if they're on the road, if they're fighting against Eastlings in a 1v1, you'd expect the Eastlings to lose that one. But this could be an interesting one over here in a 2v1. Woodland Realm taking on, it looks like, yeah, the Karnish forces and also Isengard. I would hope that maybe like funds are sort of balanced so that even though it's a 3v2, the elves can, you know, still bring like money's worth of 3 armies. We'll have to have a look. I mean, they're looking pretty outnumbered, 3,300 against 7,000, so it's just maybe not. But the elven units are also just typically much smaller. And there you go, the wall has been blown up and the towers collapsed as well. That's a big win there actually for the attackers in that one. They've actually made technically 2 breaches. I mean, that's not really a breach, but you know, that kind of works. It looks like this tower here is just going to sort of just be in the way. So I guess if any fights happen between the breach here, we're not going to really be able to see it. Archer Chosen tried to rush forward, but there are Gate Wardens here waiting, a health unit of 85, elite elves getting ready, and we actually have Hall Guardians as well waiting. Geez, they are throwing up all the elites early on to try and block that off. And we have the first bit of combat over here. As Garland Blades taking on the Uruks of Isengard here. These are the typical Isengard infantry. Uruk-hai infantry. Barely even fight, but I'd say that the last Garland Blades are going to win this one. They're just better. They're just better. But yes, if you're enjoying all things Lord of the Rings and all things Dawnless Days and would like to see some more of this sort of action, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, guys. Feel free to leave a comment as well. Show your support, and if there's any sort of factions or races that you want to see in particular, then do let me know, and I'll see what I can do. We are using the Last Breath submod here today, which does add a whole bunch of new factions, including Karn being one of them. So yes, they are not available in the main mod, but you know, if you play Last Breath, they are available along with a whole load of other factions, including like Dol Amroth, the Woodland Realm, Dol Amroth, Iron Hills, Umbar, just to name a few. There's quite a few factions that are being added now. Oh my gosh, what is going on here? It's an absolute, like, turkey shoot right now on this wall. Karnish Raiders are getting focused down by the Elven Archers, the last Garland Archers. And I think there are elves here trying to find the wall, whether they're pulling through accidentally when they're trying to set up. But yeah, these Karnish sentries are getting massacred by the elves. And if they're going to do silly things like this, the Veriags of Karn, then they're going to make the defense here for the elves much, much easier. There you go, Karnish Raiders getting focused down. Yeah, that's a lot of units also. The Karnish Raiders... oh no, these are Karnish Raiders. I was thinking of Karnish Sentries. Karnish Sentries are the sword variant, which these things have, and they have Javis, but these are Karnish Raiders. They pretty much look the same, but they're an axe unit. I think they have do have an axe as well available. But yeah, they're medium axe infantry. They're the only sort of like melee unit that, like shielded unit that Karn has, and they get massacred. Well, not like shielded, but you know, like an axe or a sword. They don't have many melee units like that. They have spears and they have shot. Yeah, not much in the melee department does Karn. But there you go, Uruk-hai infantry again losing here to the last Karn Blades. Like I said, this is a matchup that they can't really win. Not at all. And if the archers help out here against some key things, it can definitely make this work as well. I'm intrigued to watch the crossbows, see whether these guys can arc. In the last replay I watched, I'm pretty sure these guys arc. It was goblin crossbows, granted, so whether it's just a thing for goblins and like exclusively, but I'm surely not. I would have thought maybe they're going to make all crossbows arc, make them a bit more useful. Just make them a little bit OP, but I don't know if they have less range, which might be one of the things that balance them out with. Heroes of Amon Lank and Galadrim Spear Warriors here, so they have like a pike stack already going on here, or a polearm stack I should say. And they are impaling these Lothlorien macemen as they come forward. But yeah, Heroes of Amon Lank, top tier spear unit, really tough to kill. And yeah, they're very, very tough to kill. They're a pretty good unit. They've got decent melee ability, like stats as well, so they actually are going to be quite useful on that, like as an aggressive unit as well. If you ever brought them as an attack, we have Twilight Guard up here. So let's say these are like they are pretty much like the bow variant of the Heroes of Amon Lank. They're looking identically the same, just have bows, and they're pretty good at melee as well. They're a pretty decent hybrid unit, as most Elven archers are. They've got an amazing angle into all these units up here. They're shooting Variag Axemen, Clan Axemen. But yeah, they're like going over this wall here. We've got Haldir as well, the Wardens of the Fences. Is it actually now, or it is looking like it is not just a load of Haldirs. They are in fact, working again, thank God. We've passed the period of having like a whole unit of Haldirs, which is scary to look at. But yeah, they got a really good shot here into the side of all the eastern units on here. And they only look like they brought the 2 bow units, unless they've got more in reserve, which doesn't seem like the case. They brought a lot of shark, and it looks like they got, yeah, they got more bows over here. No, these are Lords of Lasgarden. Oh no, we've got Twilight Guard over here as well, so they are looking like they're resupplying right now. And there's also another Twilight Guard here, so yeah, looks like Lothlorien has his archers all over the place, which I just have them supporting one spot. And have them on that massive hill, just have them there. These things actually are broken through. Thranduil is actually on the front lines right now, helping with the Hall Guardians to try and hold back these Carnish beasts, these barbarians from the east. But I would, yeah, I'd just get... Surely Thranduil's not doing much in here. Get him out of here. He's not doing anything. There's Uruks in here as well. And there's archers, yeah, firing now with Variag Bowmen. Surely they're shooting into things like Thranduil, I don't know. But also got Lords of Lasgarden and melee. Get them out of here. What is going on? What is going on? These guys should not be in melee, that's for sure. We have now got a breach fight going on. Ark of Chosen again charging. Strange move from the Chosen to charge in. When there's a spear unit defending the breach, you're not really going to get much done there. It's a heavy spear as well. If it was a light, I'm like, yeah, maybe you might do some damage. But yeah, these Gate Wardens are only going to start killing you. And yeah, there you go. The Ark of Chosen are going to start dropping gradually. Lasgarden Blades over here again, still sliding those Uruks and still killing those Uruks. And there you go. Thranduil has now got out of the gate fight, which is good to see. And he's charged into some Uruk-hai infantry here to try and sort that breach out. Still got the Lords of Lasgarden in here, which is distressing me a bit because these guys are pretty good hybrid units, but I want to see them use all their ammo first. Use their capability. The Ark of Chosen there, yeah, down to 39. What a waste of a cav unit. And there you go, again, also messing up these forces over here. Lasgarden and the Woodland Realm working together. We've got the shock there of the Lasgarden forces going in, and I don't know if they're going to help out along here, but yeah, the Uruks are getting chopped to pieces. I mean, they've got some more back here to go in, still more Uruk-hai infantry, White and Storm and some berserkers. Ugluk hasn't got in yet. But yeah, they're kind of getting through their infantry quite quickly. And I mean, the shock that, that the Karnak can provide. We've got the Eastern Legionnaires here. These are the best looking ones. They're also the old Variag skin, which I don't know if for those of you that are OGs of the mod, then these are what the old Variag units look like before they got reworked. But yeah, Eastern Legionaries, they've got Variag Warriors of more. But yeah, I mean, the bows could mess those shock infantry up if they get the chance. And also pole arms and stuff, they could be used as sort of spear those shocks. So it's looking rough right now for the forces of good. That is, sorry, for the forces of evil, that's for sure. The attackers. Yeah, it looks like the Lothlorien Macemen trying to get in here. This is going to be a tough fight as well. Gate Wardens and Hall Guardians, Woodland Realm also over here. Seems like they're just everywhere right now, actually. They brought a lot more forces than Lothlorien. But yeah, a lot of polearms and spears, like elite spears and elite polearms in this gate here. This is going to need some archers to do some work to that. But really, if I was these things, I'd just pull back from this. You can't break through this. You've got to go in over here. This is your best chance. Eminanen is a really tough map to attack, and that's why it has to be a 3v2 or a 4v3, just so that like the attackers have a chance. I mean, it's going to be really tough for the attackers because it's also 2 elven factions on the defense. If it was like goblins and I don't know, goblins and I don't know, Rohan maybe, you've got a decent chance. But I mean, the goblins are still good on the in a siege game. That's the thing. I shouldn't be disrespecting goblins. Say you had 2 Rohans. You know, Rohan's not really a great siege faction. You've got a decent chance, but against 2 elves, who knows? It might be already finished. I don't think it is. It's still a 2,000-man disadvantage for the defenders, and they're running out of that precious elven archer ammo pretty quickly. We have Haldir now moving over here, Twilight Guard here as well. So yeah, they're bringing over those forces from the hill, and it looks like because maybe they think that they're finished here. And to be honest, looking at the stacks of men waiting behind the wall, I think they are fine. We've got halberds here, we've got some shock, some runic warlords, some more macemen to go in. But yeah, they haven't got a lot actually. These things that they can really throw in and really do some good damage.
Our men return to the fight.
I mean, it looks like you can see here they're actually getting some light spearmen. I think these, the clan spearmen, and it looks like some runic warlords over the walls now, killing a few of these remaining Lasgarlan swords. But yeah, when they get off the walls, they just have to meet more heroes of Amon Lank. There's no strategy. They have to just go in and charge. I mean, I use the Carnage Sentry ammo up here first before you go and Javvy those defenders, do as much damage as possible. But yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, Shock over here is losing to spears. I mean, they are elite top-tier spears of the Woodland Realm, but still, you'd expect them to do some damage. I mean, maybe the archers are also helping kill these Variags. Now, Lothlorien players now sending in his Shock just to even up the fight a little bit more. So we've got White Hand Stormers with their big shields being sent in by Isengard. But yeah, they're going to need to think of some ideas as well to try and break through a Variag bowman. I feel like they're going to like focus down something. Like, I mean, if the crossbows can arc over, we'll see here. It looks like they're going to give it a go. But if they can arc over and shoot these Hull Guardians and do some damage to them, that'd be great. I mean, they were losing slightly for a second there. For a second, a bit. Every time they come forward, it seems like they're getting shot by Elven Archers, which I think is why that we are seeing the mass amounts of the Lords Lasgarlan here. They have taken the odd loss here from going to melee early, but nothing crazy. Haldir also being over here. If they make a big Elven Archer battery, they could probably scare off these crossbows, keep them at bay, but it's whether they use the ammo for other things. Thranduil is losing actually decisively while he's just gone into a fight there, and I think it's because he's getting shot by these Variag bowmen. That was a silly move there, I feel like, by the Woodland Realm. Keep Thranduil out of the fight. Why is he going back in? Why is he going back in? I mean, the elves can survive without a general, but still, you're winning the fight and quite easily. Don't risk Thranduil. He's safe and sound if he just keeps him at the back of the map. Maybe come forward occasionally, but yeah, he's losing this unit. I mean, he's going to rout this sword unit great, but you're doing fine. I mean, they are kind of losing the elves a little bit, but I mean, he's not going to stabilize the line if he loses Thranduil. He's going to risk it if anymore. Gladjam Sword Warriors coming forward, a shock unit. Are probably going to be the primary target now of those Variag bowmen. But yeah, it looks like I wonder whether we're going to see a battle of 2 halves here. The elves have spent a lot of their ammo in that early stage there, and the attackers have not really been able to use much of their ammo. So whether we're going to see the attackers now get a lot more advantages from having the ammunition. The elves here with his sword warrior can get in behind, go for some rear charges, and then there we go. Sort of a rear charge into the Uruks here. Nothing too special, but actually they're not doing it just yet. They kind of got clips there, and now they go in. And it's not a charge though. It's a bit of an unfortunate move there for the elves. Yeah, there you go, going in, trying to avenge their fallen brothers that died at Helm's Deep, cutting down these Uruks with no mercy. There you go, they're doing their bit. Again, at the gate, looking a little suspect here for the Woodland Realm. Gate Wardens are losing. They are fighting shock down here, so yeah, maybe, you know, the shock do have a bonus against spears. Even maybe they are having a bit of an advantage, like getting a bit of an advantage now. The spears probably getting a bit exhausted, a bit tired. You need to be careful. Yeah, these elite Gate Wardens going in. I mean, like I said, I think the Woodland Realm is one of my favourite looking factions. Got to be up there. It's definitely there more the Woodland Realm. Sorry, the Woodland Realm will like Lothlorien also look pretty good, but I think Woodland Realm does still have like win over me. I also like Erebor. I think their uniform is like the basic like Erebor warriors, axe warriors, and the aerial spear guards, I think they're called. Like, they are great. They look amazing, I think. But I think, like, I love most of the uniforms. Like, the trained and the elite units for the Woodland Realm all look amazing, in my opinion. Like, the lower tier ones, maybe not so much, but they're still cool. They're still cool. Lower tier units never look so fun for any faction, I feel like. Tell me if I'm wrong, but that's my opinion anyway. Still trying to break through here. Look at all these shields, these Isengard shields here waiting. The Elves Woodland Realm have their work cut out. I mean, this Gate Warden is still pretty healthy. The last Garland Blaze is pretty healthy. The Galadriel Sword Warriors, I think, are getting really focused down. If I was the Elves, I'd be getting up onto the walls with my Galadriel Sword Warriors, trying to fight the shock infantry on the wall. I feel like I could really excel there against just the generic swords of Isengard. Yeah, we've got like Galadriel Sword Warriors here. Get them over to that wall. Get fighting over there. They've still got quite a few reserves with them here as well. So yeah, I'd be getting them over there ready to fight that. They have won this fight over here. I think that's because the Galadriel Sword Warriors did some rear charging. They've actually managed to win this fight in this corner here. Cleared out those Isengard forces there. And yeah, we're still seeing, you can see here, Twilight Guard with full ammo. This is very good. Lothlorien has kept a couple of units. That's about half ammo there. There was reasonable ammunition left, which is great. And I mean, he's not got enough maybe to duel these guys, but, you know, he's keeping ammo left for maybe generals or for Eastern Legionnaires. And they can avoid all the berserkers. I don't think they've got it yet. No, and then still like pole arms as well that might need to be shot down. But their pole arms definitely are better than the Loki Rim ones. It's not looking too good for the Force of Evil. Not really made any progress, but I feel like in this match you don't. Like, the defenders fight at the wall, and that is it. They don't fight anywhere else. Like, if you fight in the streets in Emanana, and I'll show you quickly, if you've never seen this map, you can sort of see. We'll go to the strategic map, actually. It's probably the best way to describe it. You can see, like, trying to, like, if you lose the walls, like, there's 1, 2, 3, like, passages, main ways in. I don't know if you can go between these buildings as well, but yeah, like the final cap point, there's just so many different spots you need to try and defend. It's not really feasible to do. You've got to defend the walls, so it's, yeah, you don't see much gain for your sacrifice as the attackers in this map, I feel like. You're rolling the defenders quickly. They're doing something seriously wrong, because this is a very good map and a very easy one to defend. Yeah, the Gate Warden's here. Still looking good. Still 51 out of 85, so yeah. Very, very healthy. I mean, over here, though, by the gate, not looking so great. And I think this is this Galadriel Sword Warrior went in pretty recently. It was a healthy one we were saying was behind the enemy lines here, or behind the elven lines. Down to 16 men left, 16 elves left. That's pretty concerning here. Yeah, the Eastern Legionnaires are carving through this defense here. They're going to need to send something else in there, or just start to turn archer fire there. And they're talking about archers. They are running out of ammo. We've got 2 units of Lasgarland archers now without ammo. I would have sent them both into the gate. I don't think they need any more by the breach right now. They're looking pretty good. And they've got more swords here that can be sent in that direction. Isengard is still losing every time he sends guys off the walls at the moment. It's been a rough game for Isengard. Here's the Mamelonk are losing. I think it's because of archer fire, not because they're really fighting Uruks.
Running for their lives.
Camera not wanting me to go and have a look at these guys down there, but there we go. Watching them spear these Isengard forces. Yeah, you can see the blood splatter coming in. A lot of elves are being dropped. And it is because of archers. I was going to say it's because of the crossbows. Let's actually watch the crossbows. Are they able to fire over this wall? Yeah, they can. That's archer. Yeah, look at the crossbow fire. It's arcing right over. So yeah, crossbows officially can now arc in TBD. And they're shooting into these elves down here, causing a few of them to lose. But yeah, the crossbows actually able to get some use now. Because the elves have run out of ammo. Yeah, these heavy crossbows do some real good work. And yeah, this is the reason why they're losing this gate. They're losing this gate fight here, the elves, because of the crossbows. They need to either fall back or they need to start sending in stuff that, you know, they're not so bothered about getting shot up like crossbows. Shock, I would be risking, not wanting to risk sending in. Lasgarland archers are saying, yeah, just keep sending those in. They're sending in a healthy sword warrior, but I don't think that's going to get many kills. It's going to get outdone by the Eastern Legionnaires here, which are, these guys are elites, I think, and yeah, and so are the Berserkers as well. They're elites at tier 4. The Eastlings over here are pretty much spent. I would start falling back more stuff from over here. I don't think you need all that. there's literally 2 units of Eastlings here that could just go elsewhere. Yeah, the Eastlings are sending over their forces, like the archers over here. Their generals over here, so I mean, they're going to start sending the rest of their forces in this direction, you'd imagine. They're keeping those other units, probably just, you know, keep a little bit of pressure, force the defenders to stay a bit stretched. Yeah, the numbers-wise, I mean, balanced power is definitely shifted in favor of the elves. Yeah, it's 1,900 against 2,700, so yeah, definitely.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Like the gap has shortened between the defenders and the attackers, so that's good for the defenders, not so great for the attackers. And a lot of, you got to think some of these numbers are made up of cav. Like we've got 2 units of Archer Chosen here. We've also got another unit over there which is a bit wounded. We also got Kahar and also the Bane and Steps. So you could say a good maybe 200 to 300 men are definitely cavalry, and there's a lot of archers as well. They're actually running out of frontline infantry. This push here from Khan, I think, and also the Eastlings are in here with their pole arms. This could be the push. If they can break through here, that is it. That's what they need. They can get the cav in there and do a lot of damage. But if they struggle and like break through this with like a lot of losses, it might be a win for the elves. We'll have to see. This could be the choke point fight to decide this siege. Yeah, it does seem as though they're really massing legionnaires in here. Maybe that's a benefit for the elves as well. I mean, they're not stretching their forces by sending these elite shock elsewhere. I mean, we've got multiple units of legionaries here, like Un's berserkers in here too. I mean, yeah, I can see why they want to really try and break through. There are a lot of like weakened elven units and also just archers defending here. So and it seems like the crossbows and the archers are getting good angles into this this gate fight, which is looking a lot better than the. Actually, I don't know. I think they broke through the breach here. They've broken through the breach. Okay, so Kahar can get in and all the cav. That might help, and that actually might unlock the gate defense here. That's huge. Are we going to see Thranduil come forward? I don't think so. Thranduil, he is actually moving somewhere, but he's not healthy enough that he can be of use now. That's the thing. He would actually be quite useful if he was, at this point, if he was a healthy unit. There you go. Kahar going into Twilight Guard. That's not a bad charge for him. Yeah, and you're going to get into more. He's getting into Haldir. He's a very light bow unit. And so, yeah, even these melee cav are going to do a decent charge here on Haldir. He needs to be careful. He needs to start thinking about falling back, getting behind some elven defensive lines. Because, yeah, if they lose both generals, then the elves might be in a bit of trouble when it comes to morale. And Kahar getting a good rear charge there. And there you go. The gate's been captured. And that's collapsed. It's going to do damage to both friend and foe. And here, those towers being collapsed. And there you go. We're going to see a massive capitulation here on the front line. The gates are lost for the elves. And now all of a sudden, the cav is running amok inside the settlement. Shocking G being charged. I don't know how great they're going to do with a cav charge here. The Archer Chosen, not especially good. They're not like Servants of the Eye with their charge ability. But it seems like they're still doing some damage, causing these guys to lose. And yeah, look at that. The Twilight Guard here down to 17 men left. This is a healthy unit of Twilight Guard. Still has ammo, by the way. Good charge coming in. Not bad again. I mean, it seems like the elves really reacted. Whether they're going to just try. I'd rush the spears forward at Gatewarders. Try and rush and get these guys. Or maybe they need to pull the shock back if they can behind these defensive lines and try and maybe hold the streets. Maybe they have to. Maybe they have to try and hold these streets and try and pray. I mean, it's not going to be too hard now since there's only one front they're attacking on, are the attackers. So actually, it could just turn into a typical sort of like siege fight. But yeah, they're going to have to get these Eastern Legionnaires focusing down. They've got Haldir with some ammo left. And they still do have the 2 units of Twilight Guard here with some decent ammunition as well. Kahar is also getting some great charges off here into shock infantry. He's getting shot at a bit. But he's taking out a full unit of like sword warriors here. They need to pull back, get the Hall Guardians up. Last Gallon Blades trying to defend all of these choke points with either a spear or a polearm just to prevent the cav from getting more charges off. But here we go. Looks like Lothlorien's. I don't know. It looks like Lothlorien's about to get into a polearm fight with the spears here. And yeah, I was going to say the spears probably not going to win this fight. We'll see. They don't have the range like those polearms do. They don't have the range. And let's have a look who's winning that fight. Lothlorien Halberds. Oh, they're down to 80 men though, I guess. This is a fairly healthy unit of heroes. Vam Lang. They might have a decent chance, and they're chevroned up pretty high. Still with chevrons. If Haldir can support maybe even just a little bit, then yeah, they've got a chance to killing those halberds. I think that's the only polearm they have. That actually will make it pretty difficult getting rid of the other pole arms of the elves. They have got plenty of archers, have the forces of evil. Like the Gladrum Spear is down to 20 men left. I don't know if they were a healthy unit. I think they might have been pretty healthy, looking at the amount of bodies that are down here. Yeah, that is a shame for the elves there. Yeah, these crossbows are expending a lot of ammunition trying to kill that unit off. A Cav, actually, Kahar got a good charge into Heroes of Ammon Lank, which is surprising. My god. Even, like, still got a, good charge. I mean, he's losing a lot of men now. But the spears were losing on the charge there. And they're going to get charged now by infantry, some macemen going in, and then also Runic Warlords. They're going to try and break through. And the Runic Warlords, I'd imagine, will break through the spear line. They're going to get support from Lothlorien shock infantry, so that's good. That'll bulk this lineup. And even though they're only trained shock infantry, there's elven trained shock infantry. They'll do a lot of damage to these evil forces, even if they're elite units. I mean, I can see Berserkers and Runic Warlords in here. There's some tough units to try and kill. Yeah, they're fighting on hard. That checkpoint, oh, I don't know. I was going to say it might be stabilized, but actually the Sword Warriors are still losing that fight. Might need to see more getting sent over there. They might need to kill Kahar or one of these generals soon, might the elves, if they can try and just gen snipe with an arch unit or something like that. Try and kill them off. It also looks like there's a general that's come out. This is Khan's general, the Bane and Steps. Wonder whether he thinks this gate has been abandoned. It hasn't, and I think they can see that it hasn't been abandoned. Whether he's just waiting for the right opportunity, maybe he's thinking eventually the elves will have to fall back. This polearm center elsewhere is healthy, 85 out of 100. And he's thinking, oh, then I'll go for the chance. I'll try and break through.
This is a shameful display.
But we'll see what happens there. I still think, yeah, try and shoot maybe Kahar or Ugluk's a sword unit. They might be able to kill him off actually, just in melee by the elves. And actually, these Legionnaires are struggling here against Gladrum Sword Warriors. The thing is, even though they're losing at the elves, like they fight to pretty much the last man, especially the elite units. So they're still inflicting damage on you almost up until the whole unit dies. Very frustrating to fight against. That's why, like, 3,000 of them could take on 7,000 evil men and Uruks. The goddamn pains and are immortal, so they've been trading for their lives. And they're down to 900 elves left against 1,900. So the balance power has shifted back in favour of the forces of evil. There's about 2/3 in favour, and it's now looking more like 3/4 in favour of the forces of evil. The elves had gained some ground, and I think the breakthrough is just costing them. They hadn't got enough into the breach point, and they've allowed the cav inside, and the cav's doing some absolute work to some of these elven arch units. And some of the shock infantry units as well. They've lost a lot of elven units, I think, for pretty much no gain themselves. And they don't really have any really offensive capabilities at this point. We have a few like arrows left for the elves. Whether they are...
The men are broken and are fleeing.
I was thinking, were they looking for a resupply barrel? But I don't think there is another one there. It's only, I think, you're only able to have one in Eminan, and it is up there. Well, you can have more on these outer walls as well, but they usually fall pretty quickly. So yeah, and I don't think they could put one up here as well. So yeah, they are looking like they're pretty much out of ammo, pretty much out of like resupply options as well. But yeah, the elves are holding, they're stabilizing, but I think in a war of attrition, the forces of evil can grind these guys down. I mean, a general has died. Oh, how? Oh, he's been shot to pieces. They did use their remaining ammo. The Twilight Guard here shot and killed Kahar. Not a big loss, really. There's just a couple of units of Eastlings left. They've got one bow unit, a Variag Bowman unit over here, some Lothlorien Macemen and Runic Warlords. That is it. It is really, I think, down to Khan and also Isengard. Isengard hasn't got much in the way of infantry, bar I think a couple of Stormers, Ugluk. Actually, no, he might have most of the swords left, actually. I take that back. I think it's Khan without pretty much most of his infantry. He's got some Eastern Legionnaires, and I think there's another unit over here in combat. No, that's Berserkers, yeah, I think that's it for their infantry. It's just this one Eastern Legionnaire. They have the Cav, and these Variac Bowmen are archers, but they actually are decent hybrids. They can be used. At this late stage, they'll do okay in a melee fight. This is looking concerning. On the charge, the Eastern Legionnaires have ripped through these large Garland Blades. And this is a concern. I just saw that the Elves need to pull back a unit from here. Yeah, there's a pole on this Hall Guard in here. Might need to rethink about going back into this breach. The Eastern Legionnaires, 56 of them left, 59 of them left, sorry. And they got 53 last Garland Blades. Yeah, they're going to have to send some more numbers in there if they want to try and win that fight. Just try and push that back in favor of the Elves. I'm kind of rooting for the Elves because a 3v2, that's always never in your favor. And they fought really hard, really well. Apart from one slip-up at the breach, I think they fought a good game, the Elves. I'm kind of rooting for them.
Their general is dead.
A general has died, though. Whose general has fallen? I think there's going to be, by the looks like I can see horses in here. Yeah, Thranduil has fallen, I think. But Ugluk is also looking pretty rough here. He might be in a bit of trouble. And Twilight Guard going to sort of, you know, stabilize that from, like I said, they are pretty good hybrid infantry. Good archery. And I think we might be surprised to see Ugluk get cut down here as well. So Isengard could be without a general. Now Isengard, I think, is more vulnerable to, losing its, army through army losses in general being killed than any other faction here at this moment in time. Maybe Khan, maybe before them. Yeah, the Elves getting stuck on in here. And over on this side here, looks like crossbows now going in. That's good for the defenders. The seeing archers getting sent in now, but mass might be enough. We'll see 1100 against 400. Elves. The Elves have not got much left. Halder is quivering at the back here. He's going to have to send these Twilight Guard in. They have to go in soon somewhere. Or they might be actually preparing to defend this choke point here, I think. Because, yeah, you can see the forces of evil have broke through. The Eastern Legionnaires, their crossbows and archer support have broken through. We'll probably see a charge here from the Ark of Chosen before they go in, because the Ark of Chosen had some great joy against Haldir and also the Twilight Guard at the first time. I think, yeah, he's going to let the Twilight Guard absorb the charge first and then have Haldir maybe back up. Not a bad idea. It's probably the best of bad options, but we'll see. Over on this side as well, they're pretty much broken through. Yeah, 9 Elves left there. Galadrim swords wavering at 3 men. And yeah, we've still got a pole armor here as well. 85 men still in the front line. Desperately needs to be elsewhere, but it can't go elsewhere because otherwise this Cav gets in behind. So yeah, Khan's still putting on that pressure here. Thranduil sending over his little bit of Cav. You can see here, yeah, the Cav actually is not going in a direct assault. It's actually going to go through the back. And it's going to go and get some rear charges elsewhere. And that's the problem. Once you're inside the settlement, the defenders really can't defend everything. There's just too many passageways, which is the downside. Like, that is the weakness of Eminana. And you fire at the walls and you die at the walls. That's what you have to do. And I think the Elves did try their best to do that. I think they just couldn't get enough forces back to the walls in time to try and replay them. So they just had to give up on that hope and try and hold in the streets. They're getting surrounded now by Runic Warlords and Isengard infantry here. You can see they're getting cut down, these poor Elves. So many immortal lives being cut. I was going to say cut short, but they probably lived thousands of years. They've had a good life. Actually, these polearms have managed to pull back in some decent order here. And the Bane Steps are going to be allowed in. But yeah, the polearms are going to defend another one of these choke points, which is, I guess, a positive. Don't know if they can go. They might be able to go through that gap in the line there. Might be forces of evil. I'm not sure. The polearms here up against these macemen. This is a good fight for them, I would have thought. Macemen, you know, don't have the range. Oh, Thranduil's gone in. I mean, he's got no general left, so it's fine. Send him in. Let him do what he wants. And now this is the problem. Haldir is getting charged now by Archer, and it looks like that is doing a lot of damage to him. Yeah, losing decisively. The spear is also not liking this either. Gate Wardens. Yeah, just getting charged. And I think even like an elite spear unit like that, just too much cav. They maybe have pulled through a little bit there as the Archer. Yeah, I mean, there's not many spears that stop them. So they have probably pulled through. They're going to try and do a rear charge here into the Twilight Guard. Who actually have won their fight here. That's impressive. Yeah, they actually managed to rout all of those Isengard and Karnish units there. Good charge, though, by the Archer, and has done a really good amount of damage to the Twilight Guard. And I think the next target's got to be... Well, Thranduil, I think, is going to get killed off. He's already dead, is Thranduil. The unit is going to get overwhelmed there. You can see, like, the last 3 riders holding on, rip in peace of me. Kind of pulling through that. If he... Come on, don't pull through. Don't pull through. Kill Thranduil. It's 3 men or 3 elves. You might rout anyway. Just kill him off first, and then charge the polearm. You've won the game at this point. You don't need to, cheat. I know it's not cheap, but trying to end the game quicker. Actually, Halder's held on. I think he's still alive. Yeah, I don't see anything saying he's dead from any of his other units. So that's impressive. Lasgal and Blades as well holding on over here and winning, I'd just like to say. And they're wavering these units here. Is it not yet over for the elves? 600 against 100. You know, that's not bad odds. I mean, they nearly have 200 men to the elves. It's like 3 to 1 odds. This might even up the odds, though, and will give them better odds. Might see a charge into the back here from the cav into the back of these polearms. This is the most healthy unit. If this gets damaged, this is going to do the damage. I think they're going to try and turn around. I thought maybe they're going to try and turn around. And they have duped the cav, actually. The cav. There you go. And they are still turning around the cav. Oh, yeah, that actually wasn't too bad. I think they got a decent, like, impalement there onto the cav. But they are suffering now. They've got a rear charge, I think, on the Mason got a rear charge, I think. That was a big risk. And it hasn't, I don't think it's paid off yet. They definitely did turn around. The units are most looking the wrong way. You know, the Archers, and they're just standing there looking, and I think this polearm's going to break. And then with that breaking, I think you're going to see a capitulation from the elves. And there you go, a Pyrrhic victory for the Eastlings and their allies. So yeah, well done to all the players involved in this one. 3v2 is always tough to win. I mean, with the elves, you're giving yourself a good chance, and they did give themselves a really good chance in this one. But yeah, so well done to all the players that took part in this one. This was sent in by Egg of Simply, who was playing as the Eastlings. He got 215 kills with Kahar, with his Storm Riders there. Then we got 95 kills with the Runic Warlords on 2 of the units there. The best of his Shock. Yeah, his infantry really suffered. I mean, even his Macemen really struggled with kills. I mean, they're not going to get massive kills because it's a 3v2, so there's less elves to kill. And also the Elven units are smaller. Archer's getting 81 and 80 kills, was probably his best result for most of his infantry, really. Revenge playing as Karnd. Yeah, getting some big kills with some of these Eastern Legionaries. 189 kills, 93 with another here. 86 with the Archer Chosen, 98 with his other Archer Chosen there. But yeah, these Karnish Raiders got massacred from the start. It was rough to see. And again, his Variac Bowman doing pretty well. 92, 86, 87. And Dutch Wolf playing as the Isengard army. His Sappers getting 0 kills, but opening up a big old breach. 159 kills with the crossbows, 172 with another there. The Berserkers, 101 kills. The Stormers, 142, 113. And then, yeah, all of his Uruk-hai infantry got butchered, including Ugluk, really, as well. His retinue massacred there. But yeah, he actually did get a fair decent amount of kills. I thought Isengard was struggling, but certainly his support units did pretty well. One tap you missed, playing as the Woodland Realm. 249 kills with Thranduil. Definitely used him very riskily, but did get some pretty good kills, obviously, with him. And I don't think his death in the end really made much of a difference. 224 kills with the last Gallant Blades here. 244 with another. 287. 273 with another one. Yeah, these last Gallant Blades ripped through the attackers. They did really well. 339 kills with the Gate Wardens, 152 with another, 131, 114 kills with the Hall Guardians, Archers 111, 134 kills, 142, 94. That's pretty low for Woodland Realm Archers, I'm not going to lie. That's pretty disappointing on their half. And then Charlie Pope playing as Lothlorien, 159 kills with Haldir. His Shock Infantry, 217, 141, 165, 187, 147. Yeah, some decent kills for some of them, but yeah, some of them getting less than 50. I think they were the ones being charged. Heroes of Amon Lank, 241 kills, 101, 131. Polearms, 126 kills. And his Archers, his Twilight Guard, 242 kills isn't too bad. But the other one's getting, yeah, like just over 100, 163. Still pretty disappointing in my opinion. Because these guys are perfect hybrid units. You should be getting like, you should be getting like 300 kills with those guys, really. But there you go, guys. That is today's Dawnless Days siege battle. If you did enjoy, do remember leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. If you want to see more Lord of the Rings action, do let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.